The moment the world first met a young girl with a blonde wig and a secret life, no one could have predicted what was about to unfold. But now, as Hannah Montana turns 20, a Vault interview resurfaces, and it changes everything we thought we knew about the rise of one of Disney's biggest icons. A 13-year-old Miley Cyrus sits beside her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, wide-eyed, excited, and completely unaware that she's about to step into a role that would define a generation. And what's even more shocking? At that time, Miley didn't even plan to become a music superstar. Yes, before the fame, before the sold-out tours, before becoming a global pop phenomenon, Miley Cyrus was just a girl chasing a dream and figuring it out as she went. Back in 2006, at the Disney ABC Upfronts in New York City, Miley explained the concept of Hannah Montana with a level of innocence that feels almost surreal today. She described Hannah as a girl living a double life, a normal teenager by day and a glamorous pop star by night. But at its core, the story wasn't about fame, it was about balance. It was about wanting the best of both worlds, following your dreams while still holding on to your family, your friends, and your identity. That idea, simple yet powerful, became the emotional backbone of the show. And for millions of viewers around the world, it felt real. Miley talked about the transformation like it was magic, putting on a wig, heavy makeup, and stepping into another identity. But what she didn't realize at the time was that she wasn't just playing a character, she was slowly becoming one. The lines between Miley Stewart and Hannah Montana would blur over time, creating both opportunity and pressure in ways that no one, not even Disney, fully anticipated. But behind this overnight success story was years of persistence. Billy Ray Cyrus revealed something deeply personal during that interview. He admitted that from the moment Miley could talk, she knew exactly what she wanted. She wanted to act, she wanted to sing, she wanted to be in movies. And despite his own fame from hits like Achy Breaky Heart, Billy Ray actually tried to discourage her from entering the industry. He knew how tough it could be. He understood the pressures, the rejection, the unpredictability. But Miley, she refused to back down. While Billy Ray was filming projects in Toronto, Miley immersed herself in acting classes, learning from top coaches, attending audition after audition. She wasn't handed success, she chased it relentlessly. One of her early breaks came when she appeared in Big Fish, directed by Tim Burton. That small opportunity opened doors, setting off a chain reaction that would eventually lead her straight to Disney. And when Miley finally landed Hannah Montana, it wasn't just another acting job, it was the beginning of a cultural phenomenon. The show captured something rare. It wasn't just entertaining, it was relatable. Kids saw themselves in Miley. They understood the struggle of wanting more while still holding on to who you are. And that connection is what turned the show into a global sensation. Working alongside her father added another unique layer to the experience. Their chemistry was natural, sometimes chaotic, but always authentic. Miley admitted it felt kind of weird at times, saying goodbye to her dad at home only to see him again on set. But that dynamic became one of the show's strongest elements. The father-daughter bond wasn't just scripted, it was real. Billy Ray, watching his daughter grow in front of the cameras, couldn't hide his pride. He compared her comedic timing to legendary figures like Lucille Ball, noting how naturally she adapted to the rhythm of television. For him, the show wasn't just about ratings or success, it was about witnessing Miley evolve step by step into a performer. But even in those early days, there were hints of something bigger brewing. While Miley insisted she was focused solely on making the show great, she had already signed with Hollywood Records. The music industry was quietly waiting for her. And although she downplayed her ambitions, saying she wasn't thinking about making a CD yet, the seeds of her future career were already being planted. Meanwhile, the Cyrus family was going through massive changes behind the scenes. They relocated to Los Angeles to support the show's production. For a family with 5 children, this wasn't a small adjustment. Miley admitted it was difficult at first, but over time they adapted. Each sibling pursued their own interests, carving out their own paths. Even her younger sister, Noah Cyrus, showed early signs of wanting to follow in her footsteps. As the premiere date approached, March 24, 2006, the anticipation was building. Billy Ray described it as an exciting, unpredictable journey, not just as an actor, but as a father watching his child step into the spotlight. There was no guarantee of success, no certainty how audiences would respond, but there was belief. Belief in Miley's talent, her determination, and her ability to connect with people. And connect she did. What's fascinating is how grounded Miley seemed during that interview. She talked about school, homework, and projects, reminding everyone that despite the fame, she was still just a regular kid. That balance between normalcy and stardom mirrored the very premise of Hannah Montana itself, life imitating art in the most unexpected way. At the time, Miley also acknowledged the legacy of Disney stars before her. She mentioned names like Raven-Symoné and Hilary Duff, artists who had successfully transitioned from Disney fame into broader careers. She saw herself on that path, but remained focused on the present. She wasn't chasing the future yet. She was building it, one step at a time. Looking back now, that innocence hits differently, because we know what came next. The music career she once downplayed exploded beyond imagination. Albums topped charts, tours sold out worldwide. Miley Cyrus transformed from a Disney star into a global pop icon, constantly reinventing herself and pushing boundaries. But that transformation didn't come without challenges. The pressure of living up to Hannah Montana's image, the struggle to break free from it, and the intense public scrutiny all became part of her journey. And yet, that original interview reminds us of something important. Before the controversies, before the headlines, before the reinventions, there was just a girl with a dream. A girl who loved performing, a girl who worked hard, stayed determined, and refused to give up. 20 years later, Hannah Montana isn't just a show, it's a legacy. It shaped childhoods, it launched careers, it redefined what it meant to be a Disney star. And at the center of it all was Miley Cyrus, navigating fame in real time while millions watched. What makes this story even more powerful is the realization that nothing about it was accidental. Every audition, every acting class, every moment of doubt, it all led to that one opportunity. And when it came, Miley was ready. Today, as fans revisit those early moments, there's a sense of nostalgia, but also a deeper appreciation, because now we understand the full picture. We see the journey, the struggles, the growth. We see how a simple concept about a girl living a double life became a reflection of Miley's own reality. And maybe that's why Hannah Montana still resonates after 20 years, because beneath the wigs and the music and the comedy, it told a story about identity, ambition, and staying true to yourself. A story that Miley Cyrus didn't just act out, but lived. And as that young girl once sat in New York, smiling and explaining her role to the world, she had no idea she was about to become a part of television history. But sometimes the biggest legends begin in the simplest moments.